Alright, so this won't be that long of a video, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure everyone's talked about it by now. You guys have seen all of it, but I just want to give my take on it because I'm super ecstatic for the return of Dragon Ball Super. Let's talk about it. A few days ago, on the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball, we actually got a major announcement that the Galactic Prisoner arc is going to be animated, aka the Moral arc. For many years, most people didn't think this was actually going to happen, but turns out randomly on the 40th anniversary, they're like, yeah, we're already in the process of animating this. Not just that, we're remaking parts of the Super continuity. Basically, they're remastering certain portions of the anime because we're getting a re-adaptation of the Beerus arc, like a 6-episode short, like a remastered version with higher quality, better production, because everyone clowned on it, even though this series started almost a decade ago. We're getting a remastered version with upgraded graphics, designs, and it looks really freaking good. I am beyond excited. Also, we're getting a new Dragon Ball game, Age 1000 or 100, something like that. It's an original character created by the late Akira Toriyama, which is also pretty interesting. I'm not too invested in that game, to be honest. However, we're also going to be getting like more DLCs to the Dragon Ball game that came out a few years back. I truthfully, I forgot the name of it, but it's basically a brand new DLC to it, which is pretty cool. We get a bunch of new characters and whatnot. But the Galactic Universal arc, I know so many people are pretty excited for this because me, I am ecstatic to finally see more Dragon Ball after so many years. It's like, this is probably one of my favorite arcs in the entirety of Dragon Ball Super. I know some people criticize Super for not being as original, not being as creative as the original Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball with having unique characters, but I do like Super, especially the More arc. To me, it's a refreshing thing. I believe reading in the lines of it, they're not going to be going to one-to-one adaptation of the More arc. They're going to try to keep it like original, so they're going to add certain elements which are going to be there but not there in the manga, so they're gonna take a creative spin on it, and I'm pretty excited for that. I don't believe we're gonna see the Granola arc animated anytime soon for a while, but the More arc, it's probably one of the better arcs of this series because it has a combination of pretty much everything: the Cell arc, the Frieza saga, and the Boo saga. I know a lot of people have critiques about this arc, especially the ending, specifically the ending, but pretty much everything aside from that is very good. I don't want to spoil too much about what happens in the More arc because some of you guys may be anime only, or some of you guys haven't read the manga in a few years. Like, it's been almost 8 years since the end of Dragon Ball Super. Recently we had a Dragon Ball anime, Dragon Ball Daima. However, that's kind of in its own continuity, but the Galactic Prisoner arc pretty much takes place right after the Universal Tournament arc, so I'm pretty excited for this. But the future for Dragon Ball is looking pretty bright, and it's kind of crazy to me that this year we're getting Dragon Ball Super, we're getting Naruto, we're getting Bleach, we're getting One Piece. It pretty much feels like the 2000s all over again, which to me is genuinely insane. But the fact that we can say that Dragon Ball is back is pretty cool. I don't foresee the More arc getting adapted at least till next year because they did show a teaser for it. Regardless, I'm pretty excited for the future of this series. I cannot wait to see the animation. I cannot wait to see the fights. And I'm telling you guys, when Ultra Instinct makes its comeback against Moro, the internet is going to explode. But that's just my take. Dragon Ball is so back. So yeah. Peace.